There's a loneliness epidemic going on amongst millennials, Gen Z. They're the most loneliest generations that have ever been recorded, however you want to consider it. For all the way from relationships, people not getting in relationships, all the way to just friendships and family, people not associating with their friends and family as often, people not going out in public as often. And while we all know the problems, I wonder what are the actual main things that you can do to change that. And in this video, I'm giving you 3 biggest mistakes and things that you can change that are the reason you might feel that you're way more lonely than you actually could be or that you actually are. The first one is going to be super obvious. It's just like social media, but it's you watching the wrong content. It's just like listening to a sad song when you're not actually sad. But once you listen to the sad song, what's your mind gonna think? Now, oh, that's so sad, now you're sad, right? Like, just watching movies or songs or stuff about being alone. Even while you could be alone at work, you could be alone driving. Just listening to that song or watching that movie, you could be alone at home. Just whatever, watching or listening to that thing that's alone is gonna make you feel alone just because you're by yourself in the moment. That's the first thing you gotta do. Stop letting that media drain your energy, making you feel that you're alone when you're really not. And that's the easiest thing to change, really. All you gotta do is change the song, change the movie, start watching something that makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? Start listening to music that turns you up. Listen to your energetic music. Listen to your happy music. Listen to your hard music. Just don't listen to the sad stuff. Whatever you listen to is what's going to influence your brain. Whatever you watch is what's going to influence your brain. So change it. If it's not making you feel good in the moment, change it. So that social part is going to be the fake loneliness, the fake feeling of loneliness. Because you're not actually lonely. You're just being tricked by whatever music and media that you're watching and listening to. You're being tricked. Whether someone says, whether you're watching something about a breakup that just happened, or a lot of y'all do, y'all watch other relationships. Y'all watch other couples having the time of their life, and then you're like, man, you start getting sad, like, oh, that's not me. Why don't I have that type of relationship? Or you might be watching a family that they hang out and they hang out every day and they rich every day and they going out balling. You know what I'm saying? They're going out having fun every day. And you're like, dang, I ain't talked to my family in this long. Stop watching that stuff, man. Take your life into your own hands. You know what I'm saying? You worry about finding the friends and family members and loved one that you want to hang out with on a consistent basis, and you hang out with them in the way that y'all want to hang out. Don't idolize this relationship, this friendship, this family relationship. You know what I'm saying? Idolize yourself. Idolize your friend group. Idolize your relationships. Don't idolize everyone else's. Idolize your own. So that was the first one, is you be tricked in your own mind by the fake thought of being lonely because of the media and songs you be listening to. The second thing is going to be, especially with my generation, Gen Z, is a lot of people forget what friendship really is. There's a difference between someone straight up, faking on you and snaking you out and just making a mistake. And a lot of y'all say, oh, he did this to me, he switched on me, he faked on me, he snaked me, he changed on me when times got rough, this and that. When that's not the case 99% of the time. A lot of people make mistakes, especially when you're young. You're 20 years old saying this person faked on you, snaked you out. If you're 20, your friends are probably anywhere from 16 to 24 as well. They're young as well. They're making mistakes just like you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, as soon as they say you faked on them, you're mad. Tell them, no, I'm real. No, I didn't. Nope. You made a mistake, and now you're being defensive. But they're doing the same thing that you did to them. But you're mad at it. They had to handle it, right? You just cut them off. You know what I'm saying? Because you thought they did this to you when they didn't. It's a difference between them stealing from you, lying to you about something they didn't have to lie about. You know what I'm saying? Messing around, with your lover or something, or talking behind your back. But small mistakes, simple small mistakes, you know what I'm saying? Don't matter. They could have answered a question wrong. You know what I'm saying? They might have forgot something that was important to you. You know what I'm saying? They might have missed a special event. They might have forgot your birthday. They might have asked you for some money when you were broke and they didn't know. You know what I'm saying? They might not have had the money when you needed it, when they were broke. You know what I'm saying? They're not fake friends just because of that. A lot of y'all listen to this music saying, oh, I had to cut this person off. This person faked on me. This person did this. No, you're still young. People make mistakes, man. You have to forgive them. If it's something small, you have to forgive them. You wonder why you're lonely when you don't forgive nobody. How would you like it if nobody forgave you? If you were at work, as soon as you did something wrong, you got fired. Or your family, as soon as you said something wrong, they didn't love you no more. You can never come back again. And a lot of y'all gonna say, oh, I can be by myself for the rest of my life. I'm solitude. You say that now, but you're the same person that be in bed late at night watching other people on social media, and you're like, dang, I wish I had friends. Dang, I wish I had a girl. Dang, I wish my family was cooler. You know what I'm saying? I be all same people. It don't matter what you tell yourself. You know what you're doing when you're sitting there. And we all know it hits late at night when you're by yourself. That's when it hits. So it doesn't. You can watch this video saying, "Oh, you're wrong about me. I don't need nobody in my life." Okay, I don't want. All right. But when you lonely late at night, just remember what I said. You lying to yourself at this point. When all you had to do was say, "Oh, you just forgot my birthday. It's cool, bro. I ain't stressing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you forgot to pay me my $20 back. It's cool. I ain't stressing. I'll just let you know that way you can, pay me back when you get it." You know what I'm saying? It's not like they stole from you. It's not like, they was talking behind your back. It's not like they jumped you and beat you up. If they did that, that's when you cut them off. But if it's something like they owe you $20 and it's a little late, you know what I'm saying? As long as they trying, you know what I'm saying? Forgive them, man, as long as they trying. People make mistakes. You make mistakes. Like I say, if everybody just threw you off because you made a mistake, your life would actually be lonely. You're forcing loneliness on yourself because you're getting rid of everybody that cares about you because they made one simple small mistake. That was the second thing. The third thing gotta be being in love with yourself. You will never be lonely if you're in love with yourself. Like I said, you want friends, you want family, you want a relationship. But at the end of the day, you always have to be content with yourself. Not in the way of you never want to be around nobody. Like I said, it doesn't matter how content you are with yourself. If you're never around anybody, you will eventually get lonely. But you can be content being by yourself for 3-4 days and going out with your friends twice a week. Going with your family, once a week. Hanging out with your girl a few hours a day. You gotta be okay with being by yourself a few days a week or a few hours a day. You can't be lonely by if you can't be by yourself for a few hours, what's gonna happen when times get tough and you're stuck somewhere for a few days by yourself? You know what I'm saying? What's gonna happen? Are you gonna fall apart? Start crying? Get depressed? Be content by yourself. What if you gotta go on a business trip for work by yourself? Or you might go on a vacation. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be by yourself. You gotta be content to being by yourself. Those 3 things is, to me, the biggest reasons are, especially the younger people, I want to say 40 and down, are having that loneliness epidemic, but especially amongst the 27 and down, but also even 40 and down. But especially that 27 to 16, they're the most lonely people that's being recorded on paper. And it's sad. But they're being tricked. They're being tricked by the media. They're being tricked by the music. They're, saying, oh, if this person makes a mistake, cut them off. No, everybody makes mistakes. We all forget that. And just people not liking themselves. And if you don't like yourself, work on yourself. Find a hobby that you will like doing by yourself. I'm not talking about a video game. If you like playing basketball, you can play basketball by yourself, man. You can learn a skill by yourself. You can read something instead of watching social media all day. You can read something valuable. You can work on your body. That way you enjoy looking at yourself, not in a weird way, but if you appreciate the way you look, you will feel more confident. Therefore, you won't seek validation by being with other people. Therefore, you will feel more content by yourself. Everything adds up. You have to be happy with yourself. Stop feeding your mind bad content, misleading, misjudgment content. And stop thinking that just because someone makes one mistake, that they somehow faked, snaked, or changed on you. Remember, no matter what happens, as long as you're alive, life goes on.